In the blazing heart of the Australian outback, where the noon sun strikes the red earth with the fury of a blacksmith's hammer, and the horizon wavers like molten copper, a restless kingdom breathes beneath the dust. This land, scarred by drought, carved by wind, and crowned with ghostly eucalyptus, demands resilience from every creature that dares to survive here. And among its most relentless warriors, forged in a furnace of heat and hunger, rises a species whose story is written in fire. The meat ant, Iridomyrmex purpureus, the shimmering sentinel of the red sands. Before dawn stretches its first pale fingers across the desert floor, the colony is already awake. Hidden beneath a mound of finely worked soil, an architectural marvel sculpted into low, sprawling craters, the meat ant nest sprawls like an underground metropolis. It can extend several meters wide, with chambers that branch like veins through the earth. Workers move within these corridors in perfect rhythm, their exoskeletons catching faint glimmers of violet and copper as they brush against one another, passing messages through pheromone whispers. Here, in this labyrinth of interconnected lives, order is absolute. The queen, immense and ancient, rests at the center, surrounded by a living mantle of workers who tend to her, feed her, protect her, and carry her legacy forward in the form of thousands of eggs she produces over her lifetime. When the sun finally rises, it does so with a violence unique to the outback. Light that burns instead of warming, heat that parches instead of comforting. And yet, this is the hour the meat ants claim as their own. Streaming from dozens of entrances scattered across the nest mound like portals to another world, they emerge in rivers of iridescent bodies. Each worker measures roughly a centimeter long, but what they lack in size, they make up for in speed, precision, and overwhelming numbers. Their movements cut through the dust with unwavering determination, a living choreography that radiates outward in every direction. They are foragers, hunters, scavengers, and defenders of a realm defined by scarcity. Their common name, meat ant, comes from their voracious appetite for protein. They collect the carcasses of insects, spiders, lizards, even small mammals if fortune offers such a prize. They strip soft tissue from bone with a discipline that borders on ritual, reducing what was once life into nourishment for the colony. Unlike many of their ant cousins, they rarely use stings to subdue prey. Instead, they wield powerful mandibles, slicing and tearing with brutal efficiency. Their chemical defenses, acrid sprays of formic acid, fill the air when danger looms, a sharp, metallic scent that threads through the landscape like a warning etched into the wind. But even in this desolate world, meat ants must compete. Rival colonies wage battles that appear almost mythical in scale. When two territories collide, thousands of workers meet at boundary lines, invisible to human eyes, yet fiercely defended. The air vibrates with the sound of mandibles snapping. The ground becomes a shifting tapestry of violet bodies locked in combat, each ant fighting not for personal survival, but for the endurance of her lineage, her queen, her realm. These skirmishes can last minutes or hours, sometimes even days. Their purpose is simple: to redraw the map of dominance in a land where every grain of food, every drop of moisture, every inch of soil determines fate. The Australian outback is a place where nothing is wasted, and the meat ant's ecological role is as sharp and essential as its mandibles. They are cleaners of the land, removing carrion before disease can spread. They regulate populations of other insects through relentless predation. They aerate soil as they carve deeper chambers, turning the red earth and allowing nutrients to circulate. Their nests, enormous and warm, become micro-habitats where other species take refuge. Spiders weave ambush webs along the edges. Skinks dart between crevices, and birds scour the outskirts searching for a careless worker straying too far from safety. Throughout the long morning, the colony surges with purpose. Foragers travel up to 200 meters from the nest, an astonishing distance for creatures so small. Their pathways become highways stamped into the earth, clean, straight, unmistakable. These lines are kept clear of debris by the ants themselves, as if the landscape were being shaped by their will alone. Workers returning from a successful hunt carry their findings high, their bodies shimmering in the harsh sun. Protein, seeds, nectar from eucalyptus blossoms, it all finds its way home. Inside the nest, deep within the brood chambers, the future lies soft and pale. Larvae, blind and helpless, squirm gently in the warm dark. Workers feed them through trophallaxis, mouth to mouth, delivering pre-digested nutrients harvested from the wild. Some larvae will grow into small colonies of perfectly sized workers. Others will be fed more heavily, destined to become queens in distant lands. And when the season shifts, when rains return and the air thickens with humidity, a miracle unfurls. Winged elates burst from the nest in a shimmering storm. Males and virgin queens take to the sky, filling the air with glittering bodies that catch the sun like sparks thrown from a flint. Their nuptial flights are frantic, brief, and dangerous. Males mate once and die soon after. Queens land heavily, shed their delicate wings, and dig into the soil. Alone, vulnerable, driven by nothing but instinct and the echo of a dream carved into their genes. If she succeeds, she will give rise to a new empire. If she fails, the desert will reclaim her without ceremony. As midday begins its slow descent into afternoon, the outback shifts. Shadows lengthen across the cracked soil. Heat softens. Even the wind feels different, as though exhaling after holding its breath too long. The meat ants continue their work, tireless, relentless, but now with a calmer cadence. Their lines loosen, but never falter. Their nest remains a pulse of life at the center of an indifferent world. Predators watch. Ant-eating lizards, like the thorny devil with its crown of spines, creep closer. Magpies perch on branches, waiting. Even humans once learned to respect and fear these ants. Their mounds are unmistakable landmarks of territory best avoided. Try stepping onto one, and the response is swift. Meat ants do not tolerate interruption. Dozens will swarm up legs, boots, skin, biting with mandibles that latch like heated metal clamps. Their formic acid stings burn sharp and unforgettable. Yet beneath their ferocity lies something grander, a structure of cooperation so refined it borders on art. No single ant understands the full shape of its world. No one commands armies. And yet, through countless interactions, infinite micro-decisions, and a discipline older than memory, the colony acts as one. Like a single organism with thousands of limbs, a mind distributed through a sea of tiny bodies. Collective intelligence shaped by survival. As evening approaches, the sky shifts from blistering blue to bruised purple. A breeze cools the earth. Kangaroos stir in the distance, stirring plumes of dust that glow like gold in the fading light. The meat ants retreat gradually underground. The nest hums with the low, steady vibration of a world settling in for the night. Workers groom one another, exchanging the day's scents, stories told in molecules. The queen continues her rhythm of laying eggs, as she has done for years. And the colony, despite its battles and hardships, remains a fortress of precision carved into unforgiving land. Night slips over the outback like a velvet shroud. Stars ignite, cold, beautiful, innumerable. Under this sprawling sky, deep within their crimson mounds, the meat ants rest, but only lightly, only temporarily. For their story is the story of endurance, of fire and hunger, of cooperation etched against chaos. In a land where so many creatures fade beneath the weight of sun and dust, the meat ant holds its ground. And when dawn returns, fierce and dazzling, they will rise again, an army of shimmering bodies marching across the red earth, forging survival from the flames of a continent that never forgives and never forgets.